Hi, I'm Jim. This video has been inspired by the Experts Academy. Our video today is about goal setting, but it's from a little different angle than most. Goal setting typically is, what's the acronym? SMART. And I forget all the different, attainable, measurable, so forth. That's a given. That's for all goals. But people don't often think about goals for everything in their life. The 5 critical areas. Sometimes people will say, well, I have my financial goals set for the end of the year. I've looked at my W-2, I've decided that I can do better, and my financial goals are set. And they actually think that's enough. They get to the end of the year and, well, they're not happy. Why? Even if they met the goal financially, what were the costs? Did it pass the inner test to get there? I don't know. That's something you need to ask yourself. So you need to think about all 5 areas of life. Physical, mental, spiritual, family, financial, all of those things. Think about them like spokes on a wheel. And let's give a measurement of 10 for each spoke. 10 would be perfect. 10 would meet your goals for the new year. So let's say that your physical is a 10. You're in peak physical condition, you're eating right. I believe the term is you're eating like a gorilla, right? 70% of what you eat is green, you're feeling awesome, but you haven't met any financial goals. In fact, financially you're suffering. So what happens is that wheel turns, your wheel of life, it's got a dent on the financial. Probably a bad one to have, wouldn't you say? And as it turns, especially as you try and catch up, the speed gets higher, the bump gets worse. Well, let's say that you pull back on family or relationships. Maybe you're in a business and you pull back on that partnership and you're not giving 100%. Now what does your wheel look like? It's getting worse, isn't it? So think about these things when you go forward with your goals. 1, does it meet the things that are important to you? 2, when it does, who is that person? If you made $100,000 last year, for instance, and you want to make $150,000 or $180,000 this year, who do you have to be to make that $180,000? When you determine who you have to be and the commitments you make in those 5 critical areas, what are the costs? Is it worth it? Does it pass your inner test? The Japanese call the inner test the solar plexus, your 1 point. So in your 1 point, does it pass that? Does it keep you congruent? Congruent, why is that important? I can tell you that if you're an elephant and you're living like a mouse, you're incongruent. At least elephants are passive. How about if you're a lion living like a mouse? Couldn't be worse, could it? So as you look at these goals, do you really want them? And what will they mean to you? Another critical thing for goals, does it get you excited? Maybe even scare you a little bit? Believe me, if you set a modest goal and hit it, you'll have a modest response. Who wants a modest response to something so important? Set a goal that scares you. Set a goal that makes you nervous. Set a goal that's so powerful, you have to look at it every single day to remind yourself. And then after 30 days, that starts to become your habit. Before long, it's the new you. And that new you is going to hit that number. So remember, the inner test. Does it work for what you stand for? Does it work in your character? Does it work with your relationships, either in your family or as a partner? When you can say yes to all those are awesome goals. And don't forget, does it scare you? It's funny, I heard a saying once, went something like this. In the jungle, every day the lion gets up and he has to outrun the slowest gazelle or he'll die. Every day in the jungle, the gazelle has to outrun the fastest lion, or they'll die. So what does that mean? Every day, no matter who you are, when you get up, hit the ground running. Focus on those goals, own them, make them yours. And so this time next year, when you look at your W-2 or your tax returns, or you look at your family, your physical condition, your mental health, you can laugh and say, yeah, this was a good year. Thank you.